Hello, and welcome to another episode of A Spoonful of Species, your go-to place for conservation through baking. My name is Caitlin. I'm an interpretive naturalist with years of experience telling the stories of animals, both aquatic and terrestrial. I'm also an avid baker, so each week I bake an animal-themed dessert and then help you learn the conservation stories about that animal and hopefully help you learn a few fun facts along the way. This week, I made a Drunken Octopus Bundt cake, which was super fun to make and even more fun to eat. To make your Drunken Octopus Bundt cake, you will need 1 cup of heavy cream, 2 1/2 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cornstarch, 1 1/2 cups of butter, 2 1/2 cups of sugar, a tablespoon of vanilla, a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/4 cup of rum. To make your bundt cake, first, soften your butter in the microwave until just about melted. Mix your sugar, butter, and vanilla together until fluffy. Mix your dry ingredients together in a separate bowl. Beat in the rum into your wet ingredients and then all the eggs one at a time. Add your flour mixture and your milk a little at a time until completely combined. Fill a very well-greased bundt pan and bake for about 50 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. To make your rum drizzle, you will need 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of rum. Mix your rum and sugar together in a medium saucepan over medium-high heat until boiling and the sugar mixture has completely dissolved. When the mixture starts to thicken, remove from heat and slowly pour over your bundt cake that has had little holes poked in it using toothpicks or even the end of a chopstick. Once your cake is drizzled, you can begin decorating. There are over 300 species of octopus out in the world, some of them being only about 1 inch long and others being over 20 feet long. This vast difference just goes to show you how incredibly well adapted to their environment they are and how different they can be in those adaptations. My favorite octopus is probably the giant Pacific octopus, the largest octopus in the world, and they have been known to be well over 30 feet long and weigh up to 600 pounds. So that is an incredibly huge octopus, and I can only imagine what it would be like to meet one in the wild. These fantastic giants, like all octopus, have 8 arms with suction cups covering all of those arms, and the only hard part in their bodies is a beak-like structure that helps them chow down on their food, their prey, which if you think about it, being 600 pounds and only having one hard part of your body is super impressive. What's even more impressive is that they can fit into any area, any hole that is bigger than that beak, so bigger than that hard spot, so they can basically make themselves liquid. The giant Pacific octopus can have over 2,000 suction cups on their beautiful arms, and each of those suction cups can taste better than a human tongue. They have more taste receptors than we do in our whole mouths. Octopus are incredibly smart animals. They have been known to solve puzzles, open jars, climb in and out of their tanks by themselves in aquariums, and even have been most recently spotted using tools to help protect themselves and to help catch their prey. They've also been noted to work with other fish collaboratively to hunt, which is really fascinating because interspecies collaboration is a pretty rare thing in nature. Giant Pacific octopus are thought to be the most intelligent of all the octopus, and it is because of that they are able to form close relationships and bonds with those that they meet, both people and also maybe with other animals. Octopus can change the color texture of their skin in order to kind of blend in with the world around them. And they can do this so well that it's pretty common to come up on an octopus in the ocean and not actually be able to see them. They are so well camouflaged that it would be as if you or I were able to blend into a tree or a bush and look exactly like it, having the same texture, leaves, even growing little stems out of our arms. That would be like being an octopus. They can change the color and texture of their skin. To make your buttercream, you will need 2 cups of butter and 2 to 5 cups of powdered sugar, depending on how thick you need it, as well as a teaspoon of vanilla, a pinch of salt, and a little bit of heavy cream. To make your buttercream, cream your butter together in a mixer until light and fluffy, and slowly add your powdered sugar until the thickness you desire is reached. Add a pinch of salt and a teaspoon of vanilla for flavor, as well as any food coloring you might need to make your octopus whatever color you want your octopus to be. Place the 2 bundt cakes together with the one in the bowl on top, which will act as the head of the octopus. Next, you will pipe your buttercream around the entirety of the cake, leaving room that is bare for the arms of your octopus. Next, once that has dried in the refrigerator for about 5 to 10 minutes, you'll add your next layer with a thicker buttercream if necessary, making sure that your octopus head is nice and large and that your octopus arms are nice and wiggly. Last, pipe on the eyes and the funnel and any suckers that you might want on your octopus, and enjoy your Drunken Octopus Bundt cake. With 3 hearts and 9 brains called ganglia, octopus sound like aliens from outer space, but they actually live in some of the most diverse and beautiful habitats in our oceans. And these ocean habitats are threatened, and so are the octopus that live within them. So they're threatened by habitat destruction, coastal construction, pollution, and unfortunately, global climate change. So what can we do to help these octopus? Well, a simple thing that you could do would be to simply not eat them. They are commonly eaten in many different cultures and different places. Even here in America, it's pretty common to see octopus on the menu. But if you want to eat octopus, just make sure that they're coming from sustainable sources. And the best way to do that is to download and use the Monterey Bay's Aquarium's Seafood Watch app, and also just ask your server, where did the octopus come from? If they can tell you that it came from local fisheries, then it's probably sustainable. But right now, Monterey Bay, the Seafood Watch app recommends saying no to octopus that came from overseas. And that's just because it's really difficult for them to gauge what is sustainable and what isn't sustainable, and we want to prevent overfishing so that people who like octopus can continue to enjoy it safely for years to come. You can also support NOAA, or the National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration. They have so many projects, and their scientists are constantly working to learn more about how to protect octopus in their natural habitat, how octopus populations are doing, and also how to stop, prevent, and slow global climate change. This has been another episode of A Spoonful of Species. If you liked it as much as I liked making it, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next week to take another bite out of conservation.